in the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th century, they never talk about La Kiput. But Kiput, that is the community name. You see, that is where our community become confused, the younger generation. Good morning. My name is Benedict Wah. I'm a Pengulu by the ethnic of Kiput. But in actual facts, they put me as a Pengulu Orang Ulu daerah Marudi. And my religion is Christian, Catholic.
Nama saya KK Medli Ben Mos dari kampung Lubonibong, Kiput Islam. Agama saya Islam, tapi bangsa saya Kiput.
My name is Sherilyn Wilson and I'm Kiput from Kuala Tutoh, Baram. I'm Christian, specifically Roman Catholic.
Kiput ini asal di Baram, Kiput ini. Paling asal di Baram, keseluruhan bercampur kampung Lubonibong. Sudah seorang ada Kristen, ada Islam. Itulah maka ada orang Pengulu Ben, Kristen pindah pergi Kuala Tutoh. Islam tinggal di Lubonibong.
Kampung Kuala Tutoh, there is a mixed religion there. Christianity and then Muslim also there is. For now, they don't move. And then the Kampung Benawa, Kiput Benawa, is a Muslim, totally Muslim. And then Kiput Hijrah is the break of Kampung Benawa to Kampung Hijrah. They move. Why? Why they move? Because this Kampung Benawa and Kampung Kuala Tutoh in 2022, 7 times flooded. So they want to move to a higher ground. Then there is one more Kampung Lubok Nibong. And then they are Muslim also. So this is the background of the Kiput in Kuala Tutoh. Why we have 4 kampung. Ya.
Tapi kita tidak ada apa orang cakap mau isu cakap ini jangan pergi sini ini orang kafir orang Kristen tidak ada. Lagi Kiput satu bumbung, rumah satu bumbung, adatnya sama Kiput. Cuma agama saja tidak sama.
And then I think all the Kiput, the main income is in the river. So they catch fish. They are fishermen. So they depend on lake. Like Kiput Kuala Tutoh, we have 3 lakes, major lakes that we depend on. Even those who stay in the kampung, they go fishing on this Lugan Tamaboy, Lugan Baru, Lugan Pungok. And then these 3 lakes, there is a lot of crocodile.
You can say like in one place where our hometown, there's like longhouse, right? There's 70 doors, so that's just among us.
Maybe you can top up, maybe let's say around 3,000 with the younger generation. Because they are scattered here and there. Especially in Kuching, Miri, Cebu, there is also. Even KL also. Kiput, although we are very, they call it minority. The uniqueness is, if I speak Kiput, not everybody can understand Kiput language, dialect. But I can understand Kayan, Kenya, Kelabit, Penan also, little bit I can understand. Even Chinese also I can. With all the community, they can communicate. Even the younger generation also, yes. Kiput, they always, when we meet with each other, then we always say, how are you? Pai said now. And that is good morning. So that is the greeting of Kiput.
Sudah makan ke? Dia tanya. Itu ngak kuman. Ngak kuman tuh sudah makan ke?
One word that I still remember is selai. We call selai. This one is selai, we call. Nowadays, they call it pang. But in the olden days, the older generation, or forefather, they call it selai. Selai make of bark of a tree. For a male, they use to wear a hat. They call the peka. And then this one is made of a hornbill feather. latai talam, we call it latai talam. And then there is like beads, you know. There are many type of beads. And then there is many name of from that bead also. And then in the olden days, if you have that one, you have one slave. You can buy a slave using that. And then the ear, like my grandfather, they put at that one here, the hole, and then there is a tusk of a tiger. They can put here. We call it udang. And then my grandfather, there is that one we call blaoa. And that is the identity of the bangsawan, the hierarchy one. That is kiput.
This headgear is called bekah. Nowadays, people just wear it whenever they want. This is series, like, it's made out of money, beads. Oh, these earrings, these long earrings, we call it belaoa. Usually they use like bronze. Long ear represents beauty of a woman. The songket they usually wrap around above your like tube. So this sack with gold threads, you just wrap around your house. And then this, generally it's called selampai, but it's made out of the same cloth. And you can wrap it around with belt, with beads. People don't wear this a lot in formal occasions like during Sarawak Day or Merdeka, like they don't use this. They use like orang ulu, they use ngepan or from Iban, Bidayuh, Melanau. Kiput your hali.
Can you name 3 of your traditional foods?
The popular one we call is kasam. You see, the kasam is made of fish or babi hutan, babuy, the baka we call. Our kasam is different. You can eat it raw, no? Yeah, it is not very salty. But if you boil it, cook it nicely, it will taste nice. The fish that the best taste is ikan merah mata or that one kaloi. You make that as a kasam, very nice. The second one is buruk, we call. The fish is already rotten, but when you consume it, very nice. So when it is crispy, I tell you, if you eat, you will look for it again. The third one is kasam and sabi. Even the Iban also is the same lah.
Adat kiput ni banyak sebenarnya. Adat kiput kalau dia, misalnya dia pergi tengok tanah, mau tanam menuai padi lah, mau tanam padi lah. Mesti dia abas tanah tu dulu. Sesuai atau tidak sesuai. Kalau tak macam saya, pukul 7 pagi saya pergi tempat kawasan tanah ini, saya mau tanam padi di sini. Ngam-ngam ada payau lah, tahu payau lah. Payau ada bunyi di sana. Seorang kasih tinggal, tidak boleh bikin itu. Jadi kiput ini kalau tanam padi, dia ambil beras baru, padi baru. Dia masak beras itu kan. Habis itu sudah makan dalam masa 5 minit, tidak boleh cuci tangan. Itu adat kiput. Betul seorang Islam. Islam sama Kristen tidak sama bukan? Tapi seorang memang tidak boleh tinggal itu. Kalau Islam kawin, kalau dia kawin sama bangsa kiput, dia ikut adat kiput. Bukannya duduk atas gong. Bukan pakai baju, pakai hacawat.
There is one festival that we are going to do, they call it Adit Mucut. Let's say macam gawai or menuai padi. After the menuai padi, that is Adit Mucut. In the olden days, they do that. Then they will take all the accessories that you use to do the paddy field, you know, to farm, egg lah, the chainsaw lah, whatsoever lah. If you have, you put it there. You give to this that help you to do your farming, to the missionary whatsoever lah. But the main festival, because we are Catholic, we are a Christian, we celebrate Christmas and Easter, and then all the people will go back to kampung.
Macam seorang kiput, perayaan seorang hari raya, orang kiput Kristen datang pergi seorang. Kalau masa Christmas, seorang Islam pergi orang Kristen.
Tak ada masalah?
Tiada. Mana ada masalah? Tiada isu cakap ini, cakap itu, tiada. Itulah saya cakap kiput satu bumbung. Satu bumbung lah berarti satu rumah. Tapi agama saja lain, tapi bangsa masih kiput.
Traditional song is normally the old people, but nowadays the younger generation they cannot do it. We call laku, laku or suket, storytelling they call it. We let's say I want to do laku with you, there must be a memories that when I meet you, then I do laku to you, then I give you the tuak. Before you drink the tuak, I do laku. I think there is only few uncle only can still do it lah. We have the sanang, kua. Kua is gong, tawiak, and then mang pelinang. The long one, there is a few of it, the small one, for you to gandang. And then ria, that is the like if you play guitar, bass, rhythm or lead, something like that. That is the gandang. The tawak also, there is a few sound. If you put it into a music sound, because gendang paca, gendang parang, and gendang bipang. Not everybody, not only the older generation can do the beat. Now they start to learn already.
Also, the dance is still quite the same. What you usually see online, like Korean, how they dance, but it just changed in terms of the name. They call it Kajatorai Kiput, meaning the dance of Kiput women.
We call ngalai, ngalai feet, ngalai turai, ngalai lai. Ngalai lai is a main dance. Ngalai feet is a few dancer like the woman dancer. They call it long dance lah. Yeah. In the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th century, they never talk about La Kiput. You see, that is where our community become confused, the younger generation. Why it become La Kiput? Actually, La Kiput is just the first one only. They put the name La Kiput. But in Kiput word, La Kiput doesn't make any sense, doesn't make any meaning. La and Kiput, you mix it together, La Kiput. There is no meaning about this La Kiput. But Kiput, that is the community name. Long Kiput or Kiput. Long Kiput is the place. Long Kiput or that is the Kiput community.
Itu betul. Tiada pakai la Kiput. Memang turun-temurun Kiput.
I don't know how it came up as La Kiput, because since the last few years, it's always been Kiput. And suddenly it became La Kiput, so everyone's like kind of weird about it.
Even now, even in the registration office also, they use La Kiput. Then when you talk about La Kiput, meaning we are not Bumi. I'm a Kiput. And then suddenly my children is La Kiput. Where shall I put my children? I'm Kiput, yeah, La Kiput. But mine, they recognize. I'm a Bumi. But my children, no. See, this is the problem that the younger generation face nowadays.
The main challenge for every Kiput is going back to our village. Kuala Tuto is a hard road. Not even a road, it's like going through the sea. So you need to find transportation to go over the sea. You need to see the condition, the weather. It's like if it's not in your favor, then you cannot go. So even myself, the last time I go there is like probably 2013 or even earlier than that. But I don't remember. So I was really young back then.
Anak muda sekarang memang keluar, tiada tunggu di kampung. Mana ada macam dulu, tunggu di kampung. Sekarang, anak muda sekarang asal sudah habis sekolah, memang keluar. Asal habis sekolah, memang keluar. Mana mau diam di kampung? Kalau kampung tu ada kemajuan, kampung tu ada apa barang aktiviti kampung, itu mungkin lah budak mau tunggulah. Kalau macam saya sana, kalau Tutoh sana, berapa jauh itu? Saya kira dekat lah dari Bandar Pekanmarudi. Kalau Tutoh, kalau naik boat mau 1,5 jam pergi Kuala Tutoh. Kalau pulang lagi 1,5 jam mau 3 jam. Mana ada ke orang budak mau sekarang? Budak sekarang mana mau cari ikan? Kiput ini, itulah orang dulu cakap kiput mau pupus. Kiput sebetulnya tidak pupus. Tapi dia banyak keluar sana, tidak berkumpul. Kalau dia berkumpul, banyak lagi nih kiput. Bukan sedikit nih kiput. Hilang lah. Hilang sudah Itu kemainan kiput semua tiada lagi.
How are we going to bring them back to the kampong? That is my challenge. But how are we going to bring about? That depend on how we accept the government changes, the development coming in, like now, okay? You see, there must be a good access road. There must be a good connectivity. There must be a good that one for you to sustainable income in the kampong. That is how we want to bring them. If they work, if they are in Miri, if we are from this settlement, we go to Miri, maybe in future, maybe 2 hours you reach Miri already. By road, by a proper road. The off-road, you go from Marudi to Logan Tasan, Longhouse. That is a tar road. And then from Logan Tasan to across Benawa, that is off-road, that is a gravel road. Part of it is gravel, part of it is swale road. So you reach there in front of Benawa Longhouse. Even the Benawa also have to cross to bring the car. So from the Benawa, you go to Kuala Tuto, you go by boat, maybe less, half an hour. So you still don't have road. The government want to build the road, yes. But you have to look into all sides lah, How is the area there? Our area there, above our longhouse, just behind our longhouse, that is a swampy area. If you are going to build a road there, you have to tembok, You spend a lot there. It will be millions of dollars, I know. So rather than to do that, why don't you ask the government to shift you to a new settlement and ask the government to help to build the house, build a road there, nice road. The Sarawak government, the JPS government, they asked we all to make a new settlement towards the town area where good access road. Yeah. But now at that side, very difficult. And then that area also very not safe to stay lah. The river system changed a lot already. This thing is because of the climate change, The climate change means if it rain, it flood. So when it flood, the river becomes stronger, So if this water push this soil, it changes the root, Then it become deeper and deeper towards the longhouse. Soon it will go down to the river. We bring the geoscience as time to check. He said, sorry lah Pengulo, very sorry, he said. The soil under your longhouse is not safe. Not safe. You all better make a decision to move, he said, to a new settlement. And that is from the geoscience,
Hopefully there will be like easier way to get back to be together again. Yeah. What I hope for is the unity of the Kiput, to be together again and to embrace the culture and the heritage of Kiput.
My advice to everybody, to younger generation, if you are a Kiput, you must stick to your Kiput origin. Like me, I'm a Christian. My daughter is a Muslim. That doesn't change the identity, the ethnic, to be a Malay. Must remember that they are still a Kiput. You are still a Kiput. That we must remember. No doubt, let's say in your family, you speak English, you speak Malay. It doesn't matter. You learn. But you stick to your own origin, Kiput. Never forget your own dialect, your own isness. They call it isness, yourself. If you are a Kiput, you must be a Kiput. Learn how to be a Kiput. Don't change your origin.